Welcome to iTeacher Academy Learning Platform. Multi-level exam. New speaking test. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Yes, my full name is uchun of Muhammad Said.
Thank you. Your exam starts in 10 seconds. Part 1.1. In this part, I will ask you a few questions about yourself. For each question, you will have 30 seconds to answer. You should speak after this sound. Tell me about your favorite dish.
My favorite dish is a fast food, which is pizza, and I really like it, even if it is usually small. I like it because usually of its toppings. I really like the topping of like when it has lots of sausages and tomatoes because I feel like they are really delicious. I think and that they are really delicious, and so that's why I like them.
What is your daily routine?
Well, usually in the mornings I wake up usually early, and after that, um, I just have my breakfast and then go to the learning center of iTeacher Academy, and then I study there until 12 o'clock, and then come back and get changed and eat my lunch and go to school, and then I come back and have some like family time. I play with my brothers and do other things that I like, and etc.
Tell me about your city.
The city where I live is the city of Andijan, and it is the smallest city in Uzbekistan, and it is also the most densely populated city in my country. And it but it has really changed recently, and there are lots of like new buildings and things like that, and I quite like my city, even if it has some negative things like roads.
Part 1.2. You'll now see two pictures. You'll need to answer some questions based on these pictures. You'll have 30 seconds to answer each question. Please speak after this sound. Describe what you see in these two pictures.
In these two pictures, I see two types of farming techniques, and one is by hand and one is by using technology. So in the first picture, there are farmers who are farming, who are planting some things in in a field, and in the second picture there are some farmers inside a machine which is collecting which they are collecting harvest with that technology, and yeah.
What are some advantages of using technology in agriculture?
So the benefits of using technology in agriculture is that it is usually faster to collect things, and to plant things, so it is better and doesn't take a lot of time, and lots of people, like dozens of people, don't need to work very hard. If there is technology, only one or two people just need to sit and control that technology, and it is much easier, faster.
Which method of farming is better for the community?
I think the first method, which is farming by hand, is better, because if you farm by hand, like more people will be employed, like they will get salaries because they farm these things. But if you just farm by technology, no one will, like, it will do the job that 100 people do, and then they will not get their money and salaries. So that's why I think it's better for the community, and it is less polluted if you do it by hand.
Part 2. In this part, you'll be given a picture followed by 3 questions. You do not need to describe the picture, but focus on the questions provided. You'll have 1 minute to prepare for the questions and 2 minutes to answer them. You will hear this sound when the time for preparation is over.
Now I want to talk about a long journey that I had, and this journey was my journey to South Korea, and it took a long time. It was a journey which was 7 hours, and we had this journey by plane, and I really felt excited about the journey because I was then really young, and I had never like been on a plane, so I was really excited. And after we like got on the plane, I took the window seat, but at that time, like for 5 minutes, I was really bored because I wanted to see the plane to take off, and it didn't like move. We waited a long time, and after that it started moving, and I was really like eager to see the skies. And when the plane was really high, and like the clouds were beneath us, and it was like it was a great experience, and but my joy didn't last really long. After it was night, I was really sleepy, but it was really uncomfortable to sleep on a plane because you can't just lie down, you should sit down and then sleep. So it was also cold, and I couldn't really sleep, but it was still good. And in my country, people travel usually by car because it is more comfortable, and especially cheaper, so they usually travel by car. But if they are like rich and don't want to travel by car, they usually travel by trains and planes, which are faster and quite better because they are larger.
Part 3. You'll now be given a statement to discuss. You'll need to speak about both sides of the argument. You'll have 1 minute to prepare for the task and 2 minutes to speak. you'll hear this sound when the time for preparation is over.
So now there is an argument that says that university education should be free, and the fours are that lots of people can study in universities, which is really good, and they can study and they will not end up in the streets asking for money because they will have education, and they can study even if they are poor or rich. So that is one very big advantage, and it can also help the government a lot. Like after some time, after the university is free, the government might have more money because more people study at university. There will be more workers and more clever people probably. So that's why it will boost the economic like the eco- so the money of the government, and it also helps to reduce the poor people in the streets because they will be studying in university when they are young, so that they will end up in the streets and probably have an employment and have a great job. But the disadvantages are that it will be significant cost for the environment. Like it will be too expensive for the environment. I mean, like the government, and it will be too expensive, and university quality might also decrease because lots of people will stop caring about university because they will not be paying anymore, and they will not put all of their effort in studying, and it will also be very hard to provide employment for people because there will be a lot of them.
This is the end of the speaking test. You may now leave the room.